ugly again here. ENCE, you're in trouble.
But NIP not going to be one of them. I mean, certainly going to be some hard work ahead of them, but looking at this, the fundamentals are sound, the individuals are comfortable, there is the superstar outlined. Rez has been a great second fiddle. And that's some confirmation, all attention drawn. Well-timed engagement.
Hello.
Campus in support of Rez, and that is perfect. Really not going to be a whole lot of fun for Spinks on this first half. In fact, he's been kept to 5 frags. And now up against 5.
Well, if he was to continue hell towards ramp, he may have had 2 kills. I was saying that. Device just turned around and might get caught back turned. And he does. Rez gets the kill. That's going to be 11-4 scores on the door. We're heading to half-time here in NIP. Not far away from picking up the trophy here in Stockholm. Looking good for IEM 4. We'll be back after the break.
Hey Future Pros! Today I wanted to show you another method to take outside and find picks on the T side of Nuke. This execute will obstruct a lot of vision from the CTs and possibly force a warehouse player out into the open for a fairly easy pick. For this execute, you will need 4 Future Pros along with 3 smokes, 2 mollies and 2 HEs. Future Pro 1, you'll be throwing the bottom hell window smoke. To throw this smoke, hop into this corner. Aim at the top of this pipe vent and slightly to the right of the line. Run forward and jumping through the smoke as you get close to the wall in front. Save your molly as you can use this to block off secret as you spend more time outside. Future Pro number 2, you only have a warehouse smoke to throw, so don't mess it up. To throw the warehouse smoke, look into the center of this wall. Aim at the bracket on the silo. Then jump throw the smoke. After this, head into lobby and hold off any pushes. Future Pro number 3, you'll be throwing the A main smoke, mollying secret, and saving a HE for CT red. To throw your smoke, position yourself so half of this vent is cut off by the wall. Aim to the top of the cables, run forward and throw the smoke just before hitting the box. Then clear some close angles and hop onto this box. From here you can throw a molly to cover secret and hold the push. If you feel like it, throw your HE to CT red with Future Pro 4. Future Pro number 4, you will be throwing the CT red molly along with a HE. To throw your molly, wait for the warehouse smoke to bloom, then make your way into this gap. Aim at the lower corner of the garage door and jump throw the molly. This will land behind CT red and possibly cause a counter terrorist to rotate back towards the ladder area. After this, running through your HE behind CT red as you could get some chip damage on the rotating player. Then have Future Pro 1 boost you behind T red, and if you're quick enough you should be able to catch any CT trying to get up from warehouse to ladder. And that's about it. This execute is a nice way to find a pick outside. If you have confidence in your aim, I have no doubt you should be able to catch CT player out.
NIP, just 5 rounds separating them from a best of 5 victory, taking the grand finals, taking the trophy, and not only that, but finding victory ahead of the big one. GL Stockholm Major, just 16 days away, home soil for the Swedes, 4 of them in attendance. Of course, Device making headlines as he left Astralis for the Ninjas, and certainly picking up a trophy ahead of the big one will be a confidence booster, no doubt about that. We've got ENCE up against them, who have continued to, I mean, they came into this tournament as like the They were not to be classified in the same category as the rest of the underdogs, and they've proven that. I mean, they are the ones here in the grand finals.
Yeah, they've shown they've had a bit of bite, and here they've definitely confirmed that. So, and setting themselves up on a bit of a pedestal. About to be knocked off by NIP. And we've got a slow pistol around the molly towards top heart. Smoke towards main, and away we go.
Great boy, D-Her, and some chip damage. NIP down the vents in a very big way. The whole squad...
Snappy's already lower.
Okay, but the whole squad, other than Hampus, and nice shots out of Snappy. His early rotate has been rewarded. He's not punished immediately, and the backup is there. Long range from Rez. He taps 2 heads, and now D-Her spotted out, up for another 1v3 in a pistol.
Isolated right now. One's upper, one's lower.
Oh, it's clean. Hampus just jumped straight into his jaws, and Rez has been handed a real damp squib. What's he supposed to do? Dancing with him on the side.
Oh my God,
D-Her. Massive brain, legs spotted. Surely D-Her with the 1v3 for ENCE. And no, Rez, with the low HP, he denies a potential comeback starter. Brutal. I mean, it looked great. Hades, Snappy, both in there, chipping away. They were in the right place, Chad.
Oh my Lord,
And
what a shot.
Can't believe Rez has handled business.
What a shot. He gets 3 kills in that round. D-Har's done this, right? He's been able to bring this round back, and that one right there, that is a screamer of a shot right there.
Wise, because he knows it. Chances are, if he's on that bomb, the longer I cut noise and sit dark, he's rounding out. He's trying to read my walk.
That was really well played by D-Har. They're just unfortunate in the final
Rez
moments.
is just a beast, unfortunately for him, and Snappy at least stops Hampus in his tracks.
They're going to get across here, right? And it could just be Hampus. You can see them cutting noise on this, not making any sound cues. And lobby space yet to be taken completely here by ENCE. So as they walk on down, saunter on into things. It is Doto lower, Spinks here in the vent as well. Things are about to get spicy. Oh, Dodo closing the door actually baits them in towards Spinks, I think.
Very much a possibility. They could have walked past him. If he goes unaccounted for, it's all about timing. He's got his own intuition and judgment will define his success rate. And that molly may not spread for him. Device knows we have not cleared the vents. Oh, he can push on this. And Device caught. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Weapon upgrades. Doto punishing. And down go the ninjas. ENCE, a lifeline arrives. Spinks and Doto to thank, and Linus with his toes down. The ladder they go. What a recovery. Snappy started that, but his individuals do deliver in the form of Spinks and Doto.
Yeah, we feel like DR should have won that pistol, right? So they got it back for their boy. And Spinks there just in the back lines, caught in enemy lines. So you can see Device just caught out. And this from Doto was fantastic here. The second one, brilliant. The first, yeah, mandatory, but the second was beautiful. And there's the Force by Wars again here. NIP bringing out some pistols of their own. A few smokes to work with. A bit harder to manifest a wall with what they're working with. So just trying to buy a bit of a rotation here towards Yard, turning their attention towards ramp, and they want to test Snappy in his domain. Oh, only one for Snappy there. Looked good for a lot more. The damage is huge.
And here's the finish.
Plant's nice, get that down. Ticking the box there, but to hold on to this bomb site with that HP, up against what ENCE are bringing to the table here, I don't think so.
Yeah, Rez was good, but I don't think he's 2 HP, 4 kills good. ENCE would have to really slip on a banana skin to lose this one, and doesn't look like D-Hat has any intentions for that to happen. Quick clean of house. This is his low sight, and he... Oh.
Love tap. That's a love tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all in good fun.
Baby love.
It's all in good fun. He got a smile on his face right there. Definitely an unintentional, but D-Hat typing in chat, toxic. You know, we've all got a teammate who likes to get involved in that degree. But this here now actually gets some question marks going for the ENCE comeback. They will need to convert the next one here as easy as they can. Keep it clean. Make sure you're not, first of all, knifing your teammate in the back. But second of all, just hoping nobody dies at all. Eagles, P250s. Smoking a flash in play right here. Scout of Hades towards Yard. Already noted. 2 shots whistled by. Nade damage elsewhere. And Hampus, hold up a second. Device, hold up a second.
No.
Don't do them like this.
Not the deco.
Not like this. They can get both of these guns.
They're both retrievable. And that might incite Spinks!
Oh, come on!
Device! He is looking so damn comfortable today. These shots. It's daylight robbery.
A showstopper's right here.
They are. I jumped out of my chair. What a shot. And now Doto, at least with the first, it wasn't Device, and he knows he was around. Rez reveals himself with that silenced M4. He's being hunted up the ladder, so this could be the equalizer. Big find from Snappy. Good awareness. Kind of defined by Plopsky here. Will
Yeah,
he
it's
be
not going to
cleared?
clear this. No way. Oh, it doesn't need to.
Come on.
Device!
Come on!
3-1 digs.
He's doing it on his own, Chad. He's put the whole squad on his back, throwing them into his backpack, and carrying them to a 13th with nothing more than just the pistol. You got any more for us? No. Snappy, he has the kit. He has an incendiary, and he could have Plopsky completely caught out loud about it, running out of health and chances. But there is an absolute intervention from God, and he's called Device.
Focus up. How are you focusing after that? This was just some bangers here. Hampus kicks off proceedings. Device bangs out the scouter. That one was massive. Huge round from Device right there. Puts him on ice, and ENCE. Oh dear, they're going to be feeling the ramifications of that one. Just mentally. Not in the buy. Not reflected in the buy. They can get the guns back out, but mentally it's like, come on now. What are we going to do here? The Hades ult might not be expected. It is a glass cannon. The pace of NIP means it's likely they'll find out it is in play. They're not taking any chances here, not being too aggressive. And it's everybody through lobby. No yard presence whatsoever here from NIP.
Perfect. Doesn't matter. Diha striking into Hampus. Device decides he wants some more. Device wants some more too. On the entry to the top side, glass cannon retake is gonna suck. Up the vent. That was a bit of a Hail Mary. Nothing to be reported.
Yeah, regretting that decision immediately, I think, for Doto there. But it is desperate. It's desperation stations right now. The scoreline is about to read 14-6 NIP. As Device starts hunting, Snappy, yeah, take a shot. You're going to be locked in towards this main position. Hades hasn't been able to move. Back of... Oh, there you go. Been able to move now. Does get a kill, buys the buffer. Snappy gets out, grabs himself an AK, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter right now. The Swedes +1 are looking fantastic. It's their map to lose at this point.
Yeah, he's got the score of about +2 at this point.
If you were here for map number 1, you would have heard me mentioning the fact that we had, well, the majority of players, 8 of which, in this matchup right here, have never won a notable trophy. Device has 28, Rez has 1, the rest have 0.
It sounded like you said Device has 28.
Device has 28. Yep.
Four-time major champion.
That's just, it's another day at the office here for Device, but for the rest of the boys, it's not. So this still is going to mean a lot for Hampus, Plopsky, LNC. This victory here is going to be a big one, a best-of-5 final on LAN in the lead-up to the major.
Yeah. And they are within touching distance now. Okay, and that's a chance. Snappy firing off his scout, and I wouldn't be brave enough to repeat that either. Hampus caught on his advance, a big one and back from LNZ. And it's a bit too deep. I don't know if Doto's going to operate under the assumption that there's no vision. Yeah, leads to his demise. Warp on the top side can be easily overwhelmed. Hades might have to take some initiative and some space here. Plenty of time for the boys of the Ninjas to regroup. Ascertain where they want to finish. And, well, it seems like top side. So Snappy will call for aid. Down the vents. Again. Linus onto Snappy. They have the info.
Bomb's lower.
Spotted. And they know that the closest rotate would have been that from Diha. Device booked. Hades, a good shot, but needs another. The no-scope's not far off, and there's your 15th. Rez in hot pursuit of Device's frag total there with some heavy contributions.
Well, guess what, ENCE, they're out of money. It's going to be a low buy here. Scouts, again, we're going to have to see more of those coming out. They've been a permanent fixture of this CT side for ENCE. And desperate, that seems to be the key word here. What a showing it's been from ENCE to make it all the way to the grand final. Mission was accomplished when they qualified for that major. But yesterday, what a show they put up against Astralis here. They're being stumped. NIP looking great. Dropping one map, Mirage, but everything else has been fantastic. That Ancient game delivered.
Deep map pool, yeah. Ancient, what a recovery from them. 13-7 down, Chad. Closing that one out. Hades, a lot of damage. 2 scout bullets lodged now into the Kevlar of the Ninjas. If Rez pokes his head up, one release of his key, and Hades could knock his head clean off. Won't maybe expect this high red player. His device. Yeah, that is a good catch.
Looked fantastic on the rifle. Ancient, he was popping off with the rifle as well here, so showing his diversity. And once again, it's just a really good sign to see this level device in the server right now as ENCE scrambling a man down 4v5. They know what this feels like. Traditionally, they just go for an info play. They try and find something, try and claw something back. They like to fight, but right now, they're stumped.
Snappy. Not going to be happy. Down he goes. 3 players remain for ENCE. NIP, just a matter of time, and the info gathered. Doto does slip the vents. It does lead to a Spinks frag.
Here in time, they can contest this, and they have to. Bombs down, 40 seconds. Here we go.
And Z could eat this flash. Turns. Multiple targets. This could be it. Ninjas in Pyjamas need 2 more clicks of the mouse. It's only Spinks and Diha. It's only Diha. His dig's good. Already 2 from it. They've partnered up. It's an open plant. He is going to relocate the doors, and now 2 different angles of assault. There it is. Magnificent from the Ninjas in Pyjamas. And as you highlight, a new trophy in the cabinet for some of these. Device is 29th.
Probably an MVP here as well for the man.
Yeah.
Beautiful performance from him here. A great showing across the series. Really just Mirage where he wasn't to be found, but the team couldn't compete. In the rest, they looked fantastic, and here they are, NIP. It's great. Home soil.
The only Swedish representation outside of Olof at the home Stockholm Major. You know, Sweden, it's a pillar of Counter-Strike and Counter-Strike's history. And so to see the Ninjas have to swallow their pride, remove such legacy names, rebuild, sign a legend of the game from one of your biggest opponents, and to come into this IEM fall tournament and take down every big dog along the way, play out the best of 5, do so convincingly up against one of the more intimidating newer names. ENCE exchanging fist bumps with the boys, but yeah, Rez, Device, Hampus, Coach, Threat, Plopsky, and LNZ. Held his nerve as well, did Linus. May not be absolutely soaking in the stats, but doing his job, playing his role.
Major as well. That's the key. It's coming up. It's coming up. And the confidence that you get from the win right here, what that's going to mean for this team in the next 16 days. Time to buckle down, time to focus up.
Iron out the kinks and play that game. They've just proven to themselves they can. What more evidence do you need that NIP could be a contender? Imagine, Chad, once they secure that playoffs and the Swedish crowd know they'll be seeing the Ninjas in Pyjamas in form like this. And so, ladies and gentlemen, Pogs in the chat, Ninjas in Pyjamas are your IEM 4 champions.